Bila shaka mara baada ya kula kiapo, Mheshimiwa Cyril Ramaphosa atapata nafasi ya kuvikagua vikosi hivi ambavyo baadaye navyo vitatoa heshima kwa rais huyu mpya wa Afrika ya Kusini. Watu ni wengi sana katika uwanja huu wa Loftus ambao wamehudhuria hafla hii ya kuapishwa kwa Rais Cyril Ramaphosa kutoka maeneo mbalimbali ya nchi ya Afrika Kusini, ikiwemo jiji la Johannesburg, Cape Town na maeneo mengine mbalimbali ya Afrika Kusini ambao wamekuja hapa kwa ajili ya kuhudhuria hafla hii. Kwa sasa bado viongozi wanaendelea kuwasili katika uwanja huu wa Loftus tayari kuhudhuria sherehe hizi za kuapishwa kwa Rais Cyril Ramaphosa. Kumbuka rais wetu wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania aliondoka hapa nchini jana kuelekea huko Pretoria kwa ajili ya kuhudhuria sherehe ya leo, ambapo kama nilivyokueleza aliambatana na rais mstaafu Dr. Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, kadhalika bwana Philip Mangula, makamu mwenyekiti wa CCM, kadhalika Profesa Palamagamba Kabudi, waziri mambo ya nje na ushirikiano wa Afrika ya Mashariki. Kutoka Mheshimiwa Rais mara baada ya shughuli ya leo, baadaye ataanza rasmi ziara katika nchi ya Namibia, ambapo kule moja ya shughuli kubwa atakazozifanya itakuwa ni kuzindua moja ya mitaa ambayo imepewa jina la rais wa kwanza wa nchi hii hayati Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere. Na hii Namibia ameifanya hivi yote katika kutambua ule mchango mkubwa aliotoa Mwalimu Julius Nyerere katika ukombozi wa taifa hilo la Namibia. Naam, haya ni maonyesho mbalimbali yakiendelea kwa vikosi vya jeshi vikijiweka sawa. Kwa unavyoona hapo ni hatua 2-3, baadaye jeshi linakaa katika hatua sawa kwa ajili ya kumpokea rais mteule wa Afrika Kusini ambaye anaapishwa muda mchache ujao, Mheshimiwa Cyril Ramaphosa kutoka chama cha ANC. Bunge la Afrika Kusini lenyewe Jumatano lilimchagua Cyril Ramaphosa ikiwa ni wiki mbili baada ya chama tawala cha ANC kushinda uchaguzi wa bunge. Jaji mkuu Mogoeng alieleza bunge jijini Cape Town kuwa Ramaphosa amepitishwa na ANC kama mgombea pekee. Bunge wa chama tawala cha ANC kilichoshinda viti 230 Mei 8 walimchagua Rais Ramaphosa katika kikao cha kwanza cha bunge la nchi hiyo lenye wabunge wapatao 400. Kwa hiyo unaweza kuona ni namna gani rais mteule amepitishwa kwa ridhaa ya chama chake cha ANC, alikadhalika bunge la nchi hiyo. Lakini kwa Rais Dr. John Magufuli kwa kuwasili kule nchini Afrika Kusini, hii inakuwa ni ziara yake nyingine tangu aingie madarakani. Kumbuka tangu aingie madarakani Novemba 2015, Mheshimiwa Magufuli amezuru katika nchi za Rwanda, Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda na Malawi. Na leo hii yuko kule nchini Afrika Kusini ikiwa ni nchi nyingine hii anaizuru tangu aingie madarakani, alikadhalika baadaye na viongozi hawa kwenda kushuhudia tukio ile. Kadhalika waziri wetu wa mambo ya nje anaweza kujiuliza kwa nini viongozi wanne hawa wameondoka kwa pamoja kwenda kuhudhuria hafla hii. Ni kwamba kuna ushirikiano mkubwa ambao haujaanza jana wala juzi kati ya nchi yetu ya Tanzania na nchi ya Afrika Kusini, na uhusiano huu wa kwanza leo umeanza tangu kipindi cha mwasisi wetu wa taifa hili Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere na mwasisi mwenzie Rais Nelson Mandela. Utakumbuka hata katika kipindi cha ukombozi wa nchi ya Afrika Kusini zile harakati zao za kuikomboa nchi yao walikuja kuzifanya hapa nchini Tanzania, kule katika mji wa Morogoro. Walikuwa na sehemu ya kukaa na kuendesha harakati zao za ukombozi wa nchi yao ya Afrika Kusini. Kwa ni karibu ulioje wa nchi yetu na nchi ya Afrika Kusini. Ndio maana rais wetu wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania akaona isipite hivi ende akashuhudia kwa macho yake, yeye akiongozana na rais mstaafu Dr. Jakaya Kikwete pamoja na waziri wetu wa mambo ya nje. Kumbuka viongozi hao wakuu waliwasili jana pale nchini Afrika Kusini katika uwanja wa ndege wa Oliver Tambo jijini Johannesburg, na kisha kwenda katika jiji la Pretoria ambako leo hii hapa ndio anaapishwa rasmi rais huyu mteule Cyril Ramaphosa. Na basi kinachoendelea ni kuwasili tu kwa viongozi mbalimbali waalikwa kutoka nchi mbalimbali za bara la Afrika na hata nje ya bara la Afrika ambao watashuhudia kiongozi huyu wa tano akiapishwa rasmi. Tukio la kuapishwa kwa kiongozi yoyote yule ni muhimu sana. Kwa hapa nchini utakumbuka rais wa kwanza wa Tanzania Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere aliwahi kusikika na kusisitiza kwamba unapopewa uongozi basi ni lazima uwape. Kama ni Mkristo, uwe Muislamu, uwe una dini, tutakuapisha hicho unachokiamini, ila lazima uwape mbele ya mamilioni ya waliokuchagua kwamba utafanya 1, 2, 3 kwa mujibu wa katiba.
former President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Halima Mutante and Mrs. Mutante.
Naam, haya mtazamaji wa TBC1 unayefuatilia matangazo haya ya moja kwa moja ya kuapishwa kwa rais mteule wa Afrika Kusini Cyril Ramaphosa. Bado viongozi mbalimbali wa bara la Afrika kutoka nchi mbalimbali wanaendelea kuwasili katika uwanja huu wa Loftus Versfeld jijini Pretoria nchini Afrika Kusini kushuhudia kuapishwa kwa rais wa tano wa Afrika Kusini Cyril Ramaphosa. Viongozi mbalimbali wanaendelea kuwasili huku maelfu ya wananchi katika jiji hili la Pretoria wanaendelea kushangilia.
Please welcome the former Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Mrs. Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka and spouse.
viongozi mbalimbali wastaafu waliowahi kuwa katika serikali ya Afrika Kusini wakiendelea nao kuwasili katika uwanja huu wa Loftus tayari kuhudhuria sherehe hii ya kuapishwa kwa Rais Cyril Ramaphosa.
The South African National Defence Force, led by General S.Z. Shoke, and the members of the South African Police Service, led by General K.J. Sithole.
Na haya mbali na viongozi mbalimbali wa siasa kutoka nchi mbalimbali za bara la Afrika ambao wameungana hii leo, akiwa rais wetu Dr. John Pombe Magufuli. Pia viongozi wa vyombo vya ulinzi na usalama wa Afrika Kusini nao wapo hapa kutoka vikosi mbalimbali ambao nao wataungana na viongozi mbalimbali na marais kutoka nchi mbalimbali kushuhudia kuapishwa kwa, naweza kusema, amiri jeshi mkuu wao sasa Cyril Ramaphosa kuwa rais wa 5 wa Afrika ya Kusini. Bado viongozi mbalimbali wanaendelea kuwasili na wananchi nao endelea kushangilia kwa kumpata rais mpya wa nchi yao.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable, the brand new Speaker of the National Assembly, Meta Dimudise. May we also announce that the chair of the National Council of Provinces had already arrived.
nchini Namibia, na moja ya mambo makubwa anayotarajiwa kuyafanya akiwa kule nchini Namibia ni kwamba atazindua mtaa uliopewa jina la baba wa taifa hayati Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, kwa kutambua mchango mkubwa aliotoa Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere katika ukombozi wa taifa hilo la Namibia.
All right, so things are starting to sort of mobilize and get ready, Tsepiso, for the formal part of the program. Most of the dignitaries have arrived now. Everybody that's meant to be here is now positioned. And we've seen a pretty impressive entrance by the armed forces there, a march that was received very well by the 32,000 people that are here at Loftus Versfeld. And it really was quite
amazing synchronicity from the army band, the army troops, and we're going to see more of that. What I found so fascinating about it is how they march in unison, not a single step out of place.
That's what they do, though.
And I suppose that's what we are wanting to do here as a nation today, to come together as we watch the president-elect Cyril Ramaphosa be inaugurated, seeing that when people were going to the polls, they were essentially asking for not only a better life, but they're asking for opportunities for a better life and to play a big part in that. So that is also very evident in the crowd, Peter. I must tell the audience, I'm sure they saw at the arrival of former President Thabo Mbeki an eruption of excitement and the songs they were singing as well.
Yes, indeed. And going back to this army, I mean, as a young boy, we dream about these kinds of things, get very excited about it.
There we go.
Who's just arrived?
That is the car of President-elect Cyril Ramaphosa making his way to the stadium. And the build-up is heightening.
Yes, indeed. And Chief Justice Mogoeng will be handling the taking of the oath or affirmation, depending on what he chooses to do. And then he will become the 5th president of South Africa, the 4th to be inaugurated, and he'll begin a 5-year term, witnessed by thousands of people and millions across the country via television, listening on radio, and nowadays watching online as well from other parts of the world. Cyril Ramaphosa already, I think, well known around the world as President of South Africa. He's been at it for a while. But I guess this one will be his mandate that he now can own.
And Peter, the thing about it also is that now he has greater freedom, according to the pundits, to really put his mark on the kind of cabinet. He said as he was coming in, inaugurated a year ago, that he's looking for a leaner, meaner machine, greater efficiency with a greater delivery. And as we know, we've been hearing that there will be an announcement of that cabinet either tomorrow or on Monday, and we'll see if some of the portfolios will be merged for greater efficiency as well. But what is more important is, as we're seeing here from the crowds, the mandate from the people, which they will clearly hold him to. They've been very outspoken about that it's time that we have a government of the people, as we have an inauguration of the people here at the stadium.
Yeah, inauguration of the people. Toby Singletana is with us, and he's helping us watch these pictures and these images. And, you know, one can't help but feel that President Ramaphosa finally makes it to office, but perhaps at the most difficult time to be a president. The mandate was not as large as in the past, but at the same time, the expectations even greater.
Expectations are enormous. The country has come through a very difficult period, and I think it calls for quality leadership. And I think if anyone, he is one of the few people who can take the challenge. He has all the credentials, he has the history, everything else I think that he has done has prepared him for this moment. I think he's the most qualified of all the previous presidents, given the diversity of his experience for this post at this time.
Allow me to jump in here and just let in our viewers as they're seeing the arrival of the car of the Deputy President of South Africa, Deputy President-elect David Mabuza. You're seeing from your visuals there, Penny, cultural icon in South Africa. And you would have seen from your screens as well the visuals of the presidential motorcade as it made its way here. So any moment now we will get the proceedings underway. And I must say, by all accounts, this program has been running very smoothly, because 10:55 was the time that they'd actually scheduled for it to start in earnest. And we're only just 3 minutes away from the moment when President-elect Cyril Ramaphosa enters the stadium.
Yes, indeed. So Deputy President David Mabuza has entered the stadium, and again getting rapturous applause from the 32,000 strong people. The stadium is now full, 4,500 VIPs and invited guests, part of that 32,000. And we've also received a number of heads of states and heads of representatives from a number of countries beyond SADC on the continent, South America, North America, and even some Europeans represented by a good number of our ambassadors here in the country. But we're all waiting now, of course, for Cyril Ramaphosa.
As we see the motorcade entering, this is entrance gate 2, Peter. This is where we're standing as we watched the arrival of the immediate family that would have been the sister-in-law of the President, Bridget Hadebe, alongside Minister Jeff Hadebe. And we saw, of course, Patrice Motsepe and his spouse, Dr. Precious Motsepe, arriving earlier on. So this is the entrance gate that President-elect Cyril Ramaphosa will enter, and that's any minute now. As you can hear from the crowd, it's literally minutes away. But I just wanted to say, Professor Ndlekana, that on the arrival of David Mabuza, of course, some very interesting political developments recently, him saying that he will withdraw from being sworn into office because of questions that have arisen that he feels must be dealt with before. What are we likely then to see? What is the meaning of this development? As you can hear from the crowd, it's literally minutes away. But I just wanted to say, Professor Ndlekana, that on the arrival of
anakuja moja kwa moja kutoka uwanja wa Loftus Versfeld jijini Pretoria nchini Afrika ya Kusini. Kinachoendelea sasa katika uwanja huu ni kuwasili tu kwa viongozi mbalimbali wa bara la Afrika kutoka nchi mbalimbali, halikadhalika nje ya bara la Afrika ambao wamewasili katika uwanja huu kwa ajili ya kuungana na wananchi mbalimbali wa Afrika Kusini, viongozi wa chama cha ANC, chama ambacho ndicho chama tawala nchini humo, ambacho ndicho kimetoa rais huyu mteule wa leo ambaye ndio anaapishwa rasmi kwa rais wa 5 Afrika Kusini, Cyril Ramaphosa. Miongoni mwa viongozi ambao wanahudhuria hafla hii ya kuapishwa kwa Cyril Ramaphosa kwa rais wa 5 Afrika Kusini ni pamoja na rais wetu wa Tanzania Dr. John Pombe Joseph Magufuli, halikadhalika ameambatana na rais wa awamu ya 4 Dr. Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete. Yuko vile vile makamu mwenyekiti wa CCM Bara Philip Mangula, bila kumsahau waziri wa mambo ya nje na ushirikiano wa Afrika Mashariki Profesa Palamagamba Kabudi, ambao waliondoka nchini hapa jana na kuwasili kule Afrika Kusini jana hiyo mchana katika uwanja wa kimataifa wa ndege Oliver Tambo jijini Johannesburg, na baadaye kwenda Pretoria ambapo ndio hapo ambapo shughuli inafanyika kwa sasa. Kuna msafara ambao unakuja ule na ambao unawasili sasa uwanjani. Bila shaka kuna kiongozi mzito anawasili sasa katika uwanja huu wa Loftus kwa ajili ya kuhudhuria hafla hii ya kuapishwa kwa Cyril Ramaphosa.
Behind it, the motorcade of the presidential-elect Cyril Ramaphosa, and you can see an ANC flag being flying near the camera there. Yes, so the moment of truth is almost upon us, and we'll also take you through the technicalities of what we're about to see. We're talking, Peter, perhaps if you could just share with our viewers.
What you're seeing now, just before the ceremony starts, we're going to see some paratroopers that are going to come through. They're going to jump out of their helicopters, and it's going to be quite an impressive thing, actually. But we're joined now by
na shamra katika kuhakikisha kwamba kuna kuwepo na hali ya ulinzi na usalama vizuri, kwani viongozi ni wengi sana ambao wamebahatika kuhudhuria sherehe ya kuapishwa kwa Cyril Ramaphosa kuwa rais mpya wa Afrika Kusini. Unaweza kuona usalama ni mkubwa sana, ukiwemo ardhini na angani kama unavyoona hivyo, ikiwemo ndege mbalimbali zikiwa zinaweka hali ya usalama vizuri kuhakikisha kwamba tukio hili la kihistoria linafanyika kwa amani na utulivu, na linamalizika vizuri kwa amani na utulivu, na viongozi ambao wamekuja hapa Afrika Kusini basi wanaondoka na kurejea makwao katika hali ya amani kabisa. Mheshimiwa Rais wetu Dr. John Pombe Magufuli, yeye baada tu ya kukamilika kwa shughuli hii ambayo imemleta hapa Afrika Kusini, ataondoka na kuanza rasmi ziara kule nchini Namibia baada tu kukamilika kwa hafla hii ya kuapishwa kwa Cyril Ramaphosa leo hii hapa Pretoria nchini Afrika Kusini. Sasa mlengo mwenyewe rais teule wa awamu ya 5 Cyril Ramaphosa ndio amewasili rasmi katika uwanja huu wa Loftus mjini Pretoria hapa, akipewa heshima ya kipekee yeye na mkewe wakiwa wameongozwa na viongozi hao wa jeshi kumsindikiza hadi katika jukwaa kuu ambapo limejaa viongozi mbalimbali kutoka nchi mbalimbali za bara la Afrika na nje ya Afrika kwa ajili sasa ya ratiba rasmi kuanza. Naona rais mteule wa awamu ya 5 ndio huyo tena anasindikizwa taratibu na viongozi hawa wa ulinzi na usalama kuelekea katika jukwaa kuu, ambapo naona katika jukwaa kuu tayari viongozi wote katika jukwaa kubwa wamesimama na wanampa saluti pale, naye akiambatana mke wake moja kwa moja anaelekea katika jukwaa kuu sasa, na ratiba rasmi sasa itaanza.
We are now commencing with the program of the day. I now invite the Chaplain General of the South African National Defence Force, Brigadier General Monwabisi Andrew Jamangile, to introduce the clergy.
The first prayer will be done by the President of the South African Council of Churches, Bishop Siwa.
Na mratiba sasa rasmi ndio inaanza na kwa dua na sala kutoka kwa viongozi mbalimbali wa dini.
Let us pray. Almighty God, to whom all hearts are open and all desires known and to whom no secrets are hidden. Cleanse the thoughts of our hearts and purify all our intentions, so that we join together towards the realization of the post-apartheid promise of a just, reconciled, peaceful, equitable, and sustainable society, free of racism, tribalism, xenophobia, and gender prejudices, free of corruption and deprivation, with food and shelter for every citizen, and where every child born can grow to her or his God-given potential. We pray especially here today, Almighty God, for the new President of the Republic of South Africa, who is about to be inaugurated today, His Excellency President Madamela Cyril Ramaphosa. Protect him from all that is evil. Grant him wisdom and courage that can only come from you, O God. Prepare and accompany him as he takes the yoke of leadership today. May this day be the day when we receive from you, O God, a leader, in the words of the prophet Isaiah, a leader who rules with integrity, a leader surrounded by those who govern with justice and honesty, so that we may have a government that is like a shelter from the wind, a place to hide from the storms, like streams flowing in a desert, like the shadow of a giant rock in a barren land, a government with ears and eyes open to the needs of the people. Oh Lord, bless President Ramaphosa, bless the nation of South Africa, bless the continent of Africa, and give Africa peace, justice, and dignity. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, may it be so. The President of the Muslim Judicial Council, Sheikh Gabriel.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, God Almighty, most gracious, most merciful. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. All praise and thanks are due to you, O God Almighty, Lord of the worlds, and Creator and Sustainer of all living beings. والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى جميع رسل الله. And may the peace and blessings be on his noble prophet, Prophet Muhammad, and all his other noble prophets. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, for all living God, all praise belongs to thee, for blessing us with peace, freedom, and liberty in our beautiful country. God Almighty, today marks an auspicious and decisive moment in the history of our great and beautiful nation. We ask thee to bless this day and this wonderful gathering. O God Almighty, we are here today to appeal to thee to bless and protect our beautiful country. And we are also here, God Almighty, to pray for our honorable and beloved leader, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa. God Almighty, this honorable son of Africa, with so many others, have struggled and fought for the liberation of our land and our people. And as South Africans, we humbly ask thee to protect, help, and guide our honorable president in his presidency and his leadership. And we ask thee to place in the hearts of each and every South African the necessary respect and honor towards our honorable president, and to support him so that he can achieve all his ambitions for our beautiful nation. Almighty God, on this beautiful Africa Day, unite the hearts of all South Africans and unite the whole of Africa. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam. O God Almighty, you are the source of peace, and from you emanates peace. We ask thee to bring peace, love, tolerance, understanding, understanding and mercy amongst all South Africans and amongst all the people of the world. Ameen.
The President of the Hindu Judicial Council, Mr. Trikamji.
Let us pray. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. O God, you are the giver of life. You are the remover of pains and sorrows, the bestower of happiness and the creator of the universe. You are most luminous, pure and adorable. We meditate on you. May you inspire us in the right direction. Lord, on the occasion of the inauguration of our President, we seek your blessings. Bless our beloved President, His Excellency, Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, and our government to govern our country with honesty, integrity, and dedication. Give them the strength to govern fearlessly. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Lord, lead us from untruth to truth and from darkness to light. God bless our President. God bless South Africa.
The Chaplain General of the South African National Defence Force. Most gracious Lord, we hear the age of old cry. Whom shall I send? Who will go for us? Here am I. Lord, send me. Send me. The God who does your throne behold all dwellers upon earth. This day we come before you, interceding. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, your servant, the President of our country, who has been elected to the highest office in our nation. Oh Lord, you have seized, saved, and set him apart for our journey. May he always incline to your will and walk in your way. Oh Lord, you have blessed him with authority over us, that our constitution may be dedicated to the advancement of your glory, for the good of all in our land, the safety, honor, and welfare of our nation. How blessed we are this morning to know this, that God accomplishes what God starts, what God promises, God performs, what God declares, God delivers, what God begins, God completes. May God's favor be with our President and his family, now and forever. And may all the people of God say, Amen.
Unfolding, there must be no moving around. Let us not move around. I see people moving around even during a prayer. I now call upon Chief Justice Mogoeng to conduct the oath of office of the President-elect.
Na mtazamaji wa TVC1, mara baada ya kukamilika kwa zoezi la sala kutoka kwa viongozi mbalimbali, sasa ni mule muda wa kiapo.
I take this opportunity to invite the President-elect to come and exchange his special vows with the people of South Africa so that he can begin to exercise his constitutional authority. Mr. President-elect.
Kiapo hiki kitaongozwa na Jaji Mkuu Mogoeng ndiye atakayemwapisha Cyril Ramaphosa kuwa rais wa 5 Afrika Kusini. Tayari yuko pale Jaji Mkuu wa Afrika Kusini na Cyril Ramaphosa naye yuko pale, sasa kiapo kinaanza.
In the presence of everyone assembled here, and in full realization of the high calling, I assume as President of the Republic of South Africa,
Matamera Cyril Ramaphosa,
swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
Swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa
and will obey, observe,
uphold,
and maintain the Constitution
and
all law of the Republic. And I solemnly and sincerely promise that I will always promote all that will advance the Republic and oppose all that may harm it. Protect and promote the rights of all South Africans. Discharge my duties with all my strength and talent to the best of my knowledge and ability and true to the dictates of my conscience. Do justice to all and devote myself to the well-being of the Republic and all of its people. The President-elect, would you please raise up your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So
kiapo hicho kilicho
The load master for a paradrop is Flight Sergeant Manny Ramajela. They will be passing over Loftus Fairveld at an altitude of 12,500 feet above mean sea level, which is 7,000 feet above ground level. The aircraft will be flying at a speed of plus minus 100 knots, when the paratroopers will exit the aircraft and leap to the ground. The aircrew will then divert and join the mass flyby that will take place later today. On the ground, a crew of 2 specialists, referred to as drop zone safety officers, are handling the ground safety procedures for the paradrop to take place. The drop zone safety officers are Lieutenant Colonel Walter de Brain and Warrant Officer.
Maonyesho kutoka vikosi mbalimbali vya kijeshi vya nchini humo, ikiwemo askari wale ambao wanaonyesha umahiri wao wa kutua na maparachuti kutokea angani. Kutakuwa na maonyesho mbalimbali kama taarifa iliyotolewa hapo ya afisa huyo anayehusika na masuala ya hapo uwanjani, ni kwamba kutakuwa na maonyesho mbalimbali yakiongozwa na vikosi mbalimbali vya kijeshi. Kama unavyoona kwa sasa ni onyesho hilo la askari kuonyesha umahiri wao wa jinsi ya kutua kutokea angani kwa kutumia hizo parachuti. Kwa hiyo mara baada ya Rais Cyril Ramaphosa kula kiapo, na sasa ndiye rais rasmi wa awamu ya 5, kinachoendelea sasa ni ratiba tu nyingine zikiwemo hizo burudani za kijeshi kama unavyoziona kwa sasa katika runinga yako.
President of the Republic of South Africa is now invited to inspect the battalion.
Lieutenant Colonel Takanyane, the battalion commander. The
So for our viewers that are watching these pictures, the inauguration of President Cyril Ramaphosa, the president is now sworn in. He's been inaugurated, and now he is... tell us a little bit about this, what's happening now, what we're seeing in front of us, Colonel Matabela.
Peter, what we're currently seeing is the president inspecting the parade before we takes a salute for the march past in terms of threes, and then later on we'll do what we call a review, moving closer to listen to him address us as our commander-in-chief.
And that's, I think, something sometimes that we don't realize, that the president automatically becomes the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Yes, Peter, he is, according to the constitution, as you know, he's the commander-in-chief of the South African Armed Forces, or South African National Defense Force.
And who are these three people that we're seeing walking with him?
We have two captains from the South African Navy, as well as the officer commanding of the National Ceremonial Guard, Lieutenant Colonel Takanyani, who's commanding this battalion for the ceremony, for the celebration of the inauguration today here.
And so what's the symbolism of what we're seeing here? What is he doing? Is he inspecting the troops? What are we seeing?
Basically what we're seeing is he has to inspect the troops to make sure that obviously we have the right equipment before we advance, or before we can take we can go to war, or before we can continue with our celebrations.
And it must be a big honor for soldiers, Air Force, Navy, to be included in such an event. How are they selected, the people that we're seeing here?
The selection is from all over the country, from all over the bases and of the country, from the South African Army, South African Air Force, as well as the Navy and the South African Military Health Services.
So they're again marching, inspecting, and mostly symbolic, isn't it? I mean, this is really just a tradition.
There's this tradition of for us, we show our pride and respect, obviously in honor of our commander-in-chief.
Typically, the commanders of the armed forces, I guess, will be in constant conversations with the president all the time. From now on, he gets briefed. He's on a list of confidants.
Yes, Peter, as you saw them earlier on, the chief of the South African National Defense Force, as well as the chief of services, which are now on the stage and standing behind the president. So from now on, it's communicated in terms of the security and national security of the country.
A little bit earlier on, just before he started this inspection, we saw paratroopers landing. Tell us what they did and what they brought.
Peter, the parachute that you saw was from 44 Parachute Battalion, as well as members from the Army HQ and the Special Forces. They delivered the preamble to the Constitution. As you know, we are the defenders of the Constitution. We defend democracy as enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.
And I think a lot of people don't appreciate just how difficult the job of landing in such a small space is.
Cyril Ramaphosa kuwa rais wa 5 Afrika Kusini. Muda mchache uliopita rais huyu wa sasa Afrika Kusini alikuwa akikagua vikosi mbalimbali vya kijeshi ambavyo viko pale uwanjani, na amemaliza zoezi hilo. Sasa moja kwa moja anarejea katika jukwaa kuu mara baada ya kukagua. Kumbuka awali aliapishwa rasmi na jaji mkuu wa Afrika Kusini Mogweng kuwa rais wa 5 wa Afrika ya Kusini, katika sherehe ambazo zinahudhuriwa na viongozi mbali wa bara la Afrika na nje ya Afrika, kama unavyoona hapo, akiwemo rais wetu wa serikali wa awamu ya 5 Dr. John Pombe Joseph Magufuli, vile vile Dr. Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, rais wa serikali wa awamu ya 4, naye yupo katika viongozi hao unaona hapo. Hali kadhalika makamu mwenyekiti wa CCM Bara Philip Mangula, na waziri wetu wa mambo ya nje na ushirikiano wa Afrika Mashariki Profesa Palamagamba Kabudi. Vikosi mbalimbali vya kijeshi viko katikati ya uwanja huu wa Loftus Versfeld mjini Pretoria nchini Afrika Kusini, vikiwa mguu sawa kwa ajili ya kutoa heshima. Baadaye vitapita kwa ajili ya kutoa heshima kwa rais mpya wa Afrika Kusini Cyril Ramaphosa. Kumbuka bunge la Afrika Kusini Jumatano lilimchagua Ramaphosa ikiwa ni wiki mbili tu baada ya chama tawala cha ANC kushinda uchaguzi wa bunge. Jaji mkuu Mogweng ambaye ndiye alimwapisha Cyril Ramaphosa muda mchache uliopita alieleza bunge jijini Cape Town kuwa Ramaphosa amepitishwa na chama chake cha ANC, chama tawala nchini humo, kama mgombea pekee. Bunge wa chama cha ANC kilichoshinda viti 230 Mei 8 ya mwaka huu walimchagua Rais Ramaphosa katika kikao cha kwanza cha bunge la nchi hiyo lenye wabunge wapatao 400. Kwa sasa kinachoendelea ni paredi pale uwanjani. Uwanja unaoshuhudia hapo ni Loftus Versfeld, huko katika moja ya majiji makubwa nchini humo, jiji la Pretoria. Na hebu nikuache uweze kufaidi paredi hii ya vikosi hivi vya kijeshi.
And the discipline required to get precision for this kind of thing. I guess this is what you do.
This is what we train for every single day. Obviously, we are soldiers first before anything else. So we train every single time we practice until we get it right.
For our viewers at home, 32,000 people here at Loftus Versfeld Stadium witnessing this march and salute that the armed forces are going to be performing. Let's listen in as we watch all of this pomp and ceremony.
Mr. President, may I invite you to address the nation.
Sanbonani, Abhishek, Limachirun, Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Chairperson of the SADC and President of Namibia, Dr. Hage Geingob, former President Thabo Mbeki and Mrs. Mbeki, former President Kgalema Motlanthe and Mrs. Motlanthe, former President F.W. de Klerk and Mrs. de Klerk, all former heads of state and government, chairperson of the African Union Commission, Mama Grasa Machel, Mama Ngema Zuma, the Speaker of our National Assembly, the Chairperson of the Council of Provinces, the Chief Justice of our Republic, Justice Mogoeng Mogoeng, the Deputy Chief Justice, Justice Zondo, members of the newly elected Parliament, premiers, MECs and mayors, leaders of our political parties, religious and traditional leaders, ambassadors and high commissioners, veterans of our struggle, General Shoke, and the members of the armed forces in the leadership, General Sithole, and the members of and leaders of the police, distinguished guests, fellow South Africans. I stand before you having just taken the oath of office to be president of our beautiful country, South Africa. I am humbled by the trust that you have bestowed upon me, and I'm also aware of the challenges our country faces, but I'm also alive to the fact that our people are filled with hope for a better tomorrow. We gather here on the day that the people of our continent celebrate the unity of Africa. Today, as Africa Day, is a day of friendship, solidarity and cooperation. It is a day on which we reaffirm our common commitment to an Africa that is at peace, that is prosperous, and that promises a better life and existence for its people. As South Africa, we are honored and deeply humbled by the presence here of heads of states and leaders from across the African continent. Your Excellencies, we are profoundly grateful to you for choosing to celebrate Africa Day amongst us, giving further poignancy to South Africa's transformation from a pariah state to a full and valued member of the family of African nations. We also recognize with appreciation those countries from other continents who have joined us here today. We remain eternally grateful to all nations represented here for the sacrifices and tireless contributions by your people and governments to the liberation of our land. Today we reaffirm our determination to work with our sisters and brothers across the continent to realize the African Union's vision of Agenda 2063, to build the Africa that all Africans want, to forge a free trade area that stretches from Cape Town to Cairo, bringing growth and opportunity to all African countries, to silence the guns and let peace and harmony reign. Today, we declare that our progress as South Africa in all our endeavors depends on and cannot be separated from the onward march of our beloved continent, Africa. Esteemed guests and fellow South Africans, 25 years have passed since that glorious morning on which Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was sworn in as the first president of a democratic South Africa. In the passage of that time, our land has known both seasons of plenty and times of scarcity. Our people have felt the warm embrace of liberty. They have rejoiced at the affirmation of their essential and equal humanity. They have found shelter and sustenance. They have found opportunity and purpose. As the shackles of oppression have fallen away, they have felt their horizons widen and their lives improve in a myriad ways. But our people have also known moments of doubt. They have felt the cold shadow of a past so cruel and iniquitous that it has at times threatened to eclipse the very achievement of their hard-won freedom. Despite our most earnest efforts, many South Africans still go to bed hungry. Many South Africans succumb to diseases that can't be treated. Many live lives of intolerable deprivation. Too many of our people do not work, especially the youth. In recent times, our people have watched as some of those in whom they had invested their trust have surrendered to the temptation of power and riches. They have seen some of the very institutions of our democracy eroded and resources squandered. The challenges that our country face are huge and they are real, but they are not insurmountable. They can be solved, and I extend here to say that they are going to be solved. In the face of these challenges, our people have remained resolute, resilient, and unwavering in their desire for a better South Africa. Through the irrefutable power of the ballot, on 8th May, South Africans declared the dawn of a new era. They have chosen hope over hopelessness. They have opted for unity over conflict and divisions. They have decided that they are going to remake our country. As we give effort to their mandate, we draw comfort from the knowledge that that which unites us is far more powerful and enduring than that which divides us. Despite our differences, despite a past of conflict and division and bitterness, despite also the fierce political contestation amongst 48 political parties in recent months, we all share the same hopes and fears, the same anxieties and aspirations. We all want our children to have lives that are better than our own, to have work that is dignified and rewarding. We are bound together by our determination as South Africans that never again shall the adversities of our past be visited on the people of this land. This is a defining moment for a young nation like ours. Today must be seen as the choice of history. It is a time for us to make the future that we yearn for. It is through our actions now that we will determine our destiny as a people. All South Africans want action. They just don't want words and promises. And there shall be action in our land to reshape our country in the image of our dreams. It is through our actions now that we will give form to the society which so many have fought and sacrificed and for which all of us yearn for. All South Africans yearn for a society defined by equality, by solidarity, by a shared humanity, by good service delivery. They yearn for a society in which our worth is determined by how we value others. It is a society that is guided by the fundamental human principle that says, umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu. Mutu ke mutu kabantu. Mutu di mutu ngabamwe bantu. Munu yimunu yibanu bangwana. Our constitution, the basic law of our land, continues to guide our way even at the darkest hour. As a nation, we therefore can no longer abide the grave disparities of wealth and opportunity that have defined our past and which threaten to imperil our future. It is our shared will and our shared responsibility to build a society that knows neither privilege nor disadvantage. It is a society where those who have much are willing to share with those who have little or nothing. It is a society where every person, regardless of race or sex or circumstance, may experience the fundamental necessities of a decent, dignified life. Today, let us declare before the esteemed witnesses gathered here that such a South Africa is indeed possible. Let us declare our shared determination that we shall end poverty in South Africa within a generation. Let us declare that when we gather to celebrate the 50th year of our freedom, there shall no longer be any person in this land who is unable to meet their basic needs. That there should be no child who goes to bed hungry. Every school child will be able to read, and every person who wants to work will have a reasonable opportunity to find employment. As we make this bold declaration, we are aware of the depth of the challenges that we must confront. We are aware of the debilitating legacy of our past, nor the many difficulties of the present. To achieve the South Africa we want will demand, fellow South Africans, an extraordinary feat of human endeavor. The road ahead will be difficult and hard. We will have to use our courage, our wisdom, and perseverance to achieve this South Africa of our dreams. It will require an ambition that is rare, like our forebears who gathered so many years ago on a piece of veld in Cape Town to declare that the people shall govern. Let us aspire to a future beyond the probable. Let our reach extend beyond our grasp. Let our gaze stretch beyond the horizon. Let us, as we embark on this new era, mobilize our every resource and summon our every capability to realize the vision of our founding mothers and fathers. Let us forge a compact, not merely as business and labor, not as those who govern and those who are governed, but as citizens and patriots of this great nation, free and equal and resolute. Let us forge a compact for growth and economic opportunity, for productive lands and viable communities, for knowledge, innovation, and for services that are affordable, accessible, and sustainable. Let us also forge a compact of an efficient, capable, and ethical state, a state that is free from corruption, for companies that generate social value and propel human development, and for elected officials and public servants who faithfully serve no other cause than the cause of our people. We must be a society that values excellence, that rewards effort and hard work and rejects mediocrity. We must at the same time be a society that values its young people by creating a conducive environment for them to gain skills and be productively employed to develop our country. Today, let us celebrate the great strides we have made, demonstrated so clearly in the incoming parliament to raise the prominence and contribution of women in public life. Let us work together to fundamentally and forever change the power relations between men and women in our country. Let us end the dominion that men claim over women, the denial of opportunity, the abuse and the violence, the neglect and the disregard for each other's human rights. Let us build a truly non-racial society, one that belongs to all South Africans and which all South Africans belong. Let us build a society that protects and values those who are vulnerable and who for too long have been rendered marginal. A society where disability is no impediment, where there is tolerance, and where no person is judged on their sexual orientation, where no person suffers prejudice because of the color of their skin, the language of their birth, or